Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy in another round. This time again we are going to play auto mission as I mentioned yesterday in last day's episode, and we are going to play a little, did I say auto mission? I hope so. A hunt. World Bearer Vanguard is the enemy. The machine spirit of an Imperial high rise has sealed all armored shutters and blast doors after images of an infiltrating band of chaos cultists were recorded on the Pict network. Trapped on the top levels, the vermin have no place to hide. Offer the Emperor's mercy to the Saboteurs.
The web of heresy and corruption is spun by powerful beings and perverted minds. Hunt their leaders, and this construct of evil will come crashing down.
Well, sadly enough, we will never know if it is going to crash down on the enemies. This is a little bit sad, but well, what shall we do? We never know that in this randomly generated. Well, they are, I guess, semi-randomly generated, but we can't really do anything about not knowing it. Okay, inoculator taken. I did, honestly, a little bit of a mistake here, just going in there like a tart, not watching out. Well, I wanted to go in the middle and just put out the fiery form in order to take the Havoc down. Flamers are, as usual, always a little bit of a threat to our character, so I'm not going to let them kill us, although it is not running into our direction because these guys are obviously a little bit, well, they split it well enough. That of course is not very good for us. We should still make the mission. I'm going to start over there, and then this way seems shorter than this way. This is just what I think. Whether that is going to be right or not, we will obviously soonish, I hope, find out. Okay, this was the money hit. That of course is very, very good. This guy down. Let's kill those guys too. And then let's see. Unbound Ravager is gone. No, at least one survived here. Come on, tribesman. Thank you. So I hope, I hope dearly that we are going to make this mission, although I'm not too certain in how the mission by now actually has begun. The enemies are just hellbrutes, I assume. Since in Inquisitor, the enemies in hunts, for example, most times, obviously, not always tend to be the same. Well, gotta use, oh my goodness, okay, this is the pure nightmare actually, and the outcome of course of being or playing a wonderful little turret mission, auto mission, which are automatically turret missions. And once the warp, and this is what I don't like about those warp anomalies, obviously, that they tend to be in here a long time until they will actually disappear for good. Okay, we nearly took those guys down. I, of course, am going to retreat a little bit and hope that the Hellbrute is going to retreat and not follow us. That might not be good. Let's see. Please quickly regenerate. I will do a little cut. I wait until we have regenerated here. And there we are. Now we can go up ahead the Hellbrute. Let's see how we are going to do. We obviously need to be a little bit careful, and sorry for the smartphone noise there. I'm going to mute it any second once we have taken down those guys here. Okay, I did not want to pull them, but obviously for some point that just has happened. Very, very weird. Still, we are down to 3. We have killed one enemy, you know. That is obviously not bad, but in the end, just for what outcome with having already used 2, 4, 5 inoculators, right? Not the best not the best. So let's hope that the other Hellbrutes, or there may be other enemies, whether they are going to have different kind of bodyguards. I mean, as usual, I don't want to complain here, as I never do, but obviously I don't even know I didn't count them champions there, but you have seen they were a little bit of trouble for us. This is never ever such a good thing. Maybe, I mean, against 3 guys not, but I should use, of course, our special powers a little bit more, and not only our, well, signature spell, as I always like to call him. Let's get into fiery form. Even if you might argue against 1, this is a little bit of an overkill, but we still have a little bit against this guy. And I can tell you one thing, guys, it is a dire situation. We can't always kite in this game, compared to different kind of games from Neocore games, where you could actually, where you were supposed to kite, but you had more ability to deal damage, take a step back, deal damage, take a step back. I've sadly enough forgotten the name of the game. Was it The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing? I think it was something with Van Helsing in the title. Okay, I'll take down the Havocs. You see their special weapons obviously or tend to be very, very good against us. And I'm totally surprised, when I chose this mission, I had it not in mind that we make it, but I thought we can go through it easily. And this is sometimes what I mean, of course, the enemy in turret missions, obviously, it is very, very random how... Oh my goodness. Okay. It is not looking good, guys. This is all I can tell. Please shoot at your own guys. Thank you. Okay, let's use him to actually cool down a little teensy bit. Now we use the fiery form. They should be softened up and easily die. Like that. And then we wait for a second until we are regenerated and then go into the battle. Alrighty. So let's then get the Hellbrute for good. Nothing else here. What I'm wondering, I didn't take a look at all of the... at all of the buffs for the enemies or debuffs for us. I haven't taken a look at all of them, but obviously I am missing medical refills. This is, again, no complaining, obviously. Sometimes what I don't understand, that in many missions there, you know, you are not overwhelmed, but there are so many bloody medical refills. And okay, there's the first one we find, and we might theoretically be dead here. I mean, was it an aspiring champion? These guys... Okay, no, okay, then I got that wrong. There are some champions which do triple, and they even have a high amount of damage output, which obviously ain't that great. So, oh my goodness, okay, this one's down. Then we use those. Okay, we already cooled down. Okay, got that, thank you. I've ever seen this guy. And then I can simply focus on this one. Oh, doing the crits, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even going to get into the bonus, since I think once we have picked up the medical supply, we are already half down in cooldown. Very, very good for us. Okay, medical refill. That was not necessary. Even if you think about that, we, I think, lost a little bit of good health there. So it obviously was not the best thing to do, but well, sometimes it is just good and fun. Okay, we have a buff. It should be the damage output buff, which I do enjoy and do like. Only hit one, but hitting one is better than hitting none, right? always the good thing. Okay, let's bring him down, and then the last one who can actually shoot. He's a goner. I'm going to pick up the buff, and then we will use the plus damage, obviously, against this guy. And at this current situation with the inoculators actually being refilled, I think it is going into our direction. His bodyguard obviously is quite big. We still have a little bit of the damage buff. I just get into them, although you have to say against 4 flamers is not the best thing to go up against all of them at once. Luckily, since there are so many enemies, we can quite drastically, quite often pump out the signature spell in between to not get actually overheated. That is very, very much appreciated, I can tell ya. So let me take those guys down. I'm even going the third way, take those guys down. Putting in the fiery foam in order to take them down more quickly. Maybe a little waste of an inoculator, but well, what shall I say? If you tend to shoot baby, then the help is going to be quickly taken down, and I am obviously quite surprised. Neat.
You've set a fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.
And that, as usual, guys, brings us right now to the end of this episode. And you know that I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.